Well, Troy, everybody knows Jodi Arias is a convicted first-degree murderer. The strategy of her defense team is clear: paint a portrait of Jodi as a young woman who was manipulated cruelly by Travis Alexander. Dr. Robert Geffner, a psychologist from San Diego, spent the day retracing and underlining the testimony of another defense expert, Dr. L.C. Fonseca, also from San Diego. He described in detail Jodi Arias' upbringing and romantic relationships, saying at times she was emotionally and physically abused. He spent the entire afternoon reconstructing her downward spiral to murder. Dr. Geffner said Travis Alexander charmed Jodi and then used and abused her, treating her as a sex kitten to be hidden away from public view, deftly fending off every one of her attempts to connect in a romantic way. Geffner read at length from Jodi's emails and journals, portraying her as a victim who lashed out in the depths of despair. It is clear this is the defense team's playbook for the duration of this already long sentencing retrial. The defense clearly hoping this emotional appeal reaches at least one juror who will not want Jodi to be put to death. Court starts early tomorrow, 9 a.m. The judge trying to finish Dr. Geffner's long direct testimony, at least before the Christmas break. Today, December 18th, is the day that was originally supposed to be the last day of this trial in which the jury would get this case. That is not going to happen. Obviously, we are looking at who knows how long into next spring, perhaps, before the jury actually gets to consider this case. Well, let me tell you about what happened this morning up in courtroom 5C. Dr. Robert Geffner, psychologist testifying for the defense, spent the morning reading Jodi Arias' voluminous journal to the jury, a meticulous retelling of her tumultuous relationship with Travis Alexander. Jodi wrote, among many other things, "My heart tells me to do one thing, but my brain tells me to do something else." Of Travis, she writes, "Cuddling is more what I want, sex is more of what he wants." And she watches with despair as her hopes for marrying Travis never materialize. By the end of the year, in fact, she writes in her journal that she is contemplating suicide, and a friend tells her that she needs to be medicated. In all these hours of testimony, we have now only gotten through the year 2007. Of course, this awful murder happened in June of 2008, and that is what we are going to be talking about and revisiting the journals this afternoon leading up to that date here in Superior Court. Reporting live, Steve Kraft, Fox 10 News.